Hi, East Texas. Thanks for tuning in to CBS 19 Plus for this weather update. And we are primarily going to focus on a major winter storm moving across the central portion of the country, and that will impact parts of Texas, the southern plains into the middle Mississippi River Valley, all the way up into the Great Lakes. You can see here the pinks, the purples, and even the dark blues. The purples are going to be a winter weather advisory. The pinks are winter storm watches. The blues, winter storm warnings. Much of this should become a winter storm warning as we anticipate anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of snow in these areas in pink, a little bit less in those areas in purple back through Abilene to Lubbock. But this easily in 2023 should be the most widespread snowstorm that we've seen in the Midwest. There have been others in the early parts of the month of January that have been confined to the upper Midwest or perhaps into the Rockies, but this one's spreading from New Mexico all the way into Indiana and the Great Lakes. So this is a big, powerful storm system, and I'll show you that storm system here with future Skycast, and you'll really kind of get a feel with it. Also, we got to talk about severe weather with this system. Not so much here in East Texas. We do have a chance for general thunderstorms tomorrow. 1 to 2 inches of rainfall is possible, but just skirting our area down here to the south. In fact, southern Sabine County sits just the littlest sliced part of the county in a marginal risk. But then if you go a little farther to the south and to the southeast, Houston is in a slight risk of severe weather. Galveston in an enhanced risk of severe weather. New Orleans also in an enhanced risk for severe weather, with numerous thunderstorms in the forecast from New Orleans along the Gulf Coast back down toward Corpus Christi, in fact. And then you've got marginal to slight risk of thunderstorms from Houston up to Jackson. So there could be scattered severe thunderstorms that could be intense from Houston through central Louisiana all the way into southern parts of Mississippi. And again, that is for tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on what time you're watching them. All right, here's future Skycast. You can see that rain that just moves into our area. It should be a cold, rainy day for East Texas tomorrow. We're talking about temperatures in the 40s all day long, and then that strip of snow from Springfield, Missouri to Tulsa to Oklahoma City, all the way back into Abilene, with some of these darker blues staying right along the Red River. So Dallas stays out of that initial heavy band of snow that moves from southwest to northeast across the area. Here are some of those severe thunderstorms we're talking about toward Houston and over toward New Orleans. So this is Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Rain and thunder coming down. Now we'll advance forward and we get into the calm ahead here of the storm. And so tomorrow night at about 11 o'clock, north of I-20, so Mineola, maybe Quitman, up toward, let's say, up into Mount Pleasant, there could be just a little brief mix or changeover to some light snow to the north up toward the Red River. Tyler should stay all rain, though I cannot rule out that we couldn't have a couple of wet snowflakes mixing in as this storm system is moving out. The line of thunderstorms then moves over to the east, approaching and moving through Memphis late tomorrow, through New Orleans with some very strong gusty winds and also the threat of tornadoes. And then finally that storm system moves out. We have clouds, blustery northwest winds Wednesday. High temperatures won't get out of the 40s on Wednesday, and we'll only see some sunshine by the tail end of the day. And you've got perhaps some light rain showers also trying to work their way through Wednesday afternoon. Skies will clear by Thursday morning, should be pretty cold down into the lower 30s for morning lows. But then Thursday afternoon, lots of sunshine. Friday afternoon, plenty of sunshine, so temperatures will get back into the 50s if they don't get back into the low 60s in some parts of the area. One part of this story, the rainfall amounts, 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, especially in a strip, for instance, from Palestine up through Linden. Now, you could easily move this to the southeast about 50 miles. I don't think it moves back to the northwest much, but easily to the south about 50 miles. And then you go a little bit farther south into parts of southern Texas or down toward the Gulf Coast, and you're talking about 4+ inches of rainfall out of that. In addition, we have a wind advisory in effect for East Texas tomorrow. We'll have some gusty winds, at times approaching 40 miles an hour, sustained most of the afternoon in this cold, wind-driven rain. Winds will be out of the east, switching to the southeast at about 15 to 25, and again, gusting closer to maybe 30 or even 40 miles an hour. But there you go. This is 10 a.m. through about 1 p.m. We have east winds easily sustained at 15, gusting closer to 30 miles an hour, and then turning to the north late in the day. And so that's why we have the wind advisory. Rain chances, 100% chance that it rains in East Texas tomorrow. Drops off quickly. Wednesday, we might add in a 20% chance for just maybe a few areas of drizzle that move across the area, or just a brief pop-up shower Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, Friday, dry. By Saturday night, we're back into some scattered showers. Those will last through Sunday morning. So it's really overnight into Sunday morning, chance for some showers Saturday, Sunday. And then again, Monday, there's a 40% chance of rain, but that also appears like it comes in later in the day. So the daylight hours, Saturday and Sunday and Monday, may end up dry. So when we look at the rainfall totals for the next 7 days, it looks like a widespread 1¼ to 2¼ if not 2½ inches of rainfall across East Texas. This is certainly good news. We ended 2022 about 8 inches to a foot below average, and so seeing something like this as we get into the end of January, being able to charge those soils, keeping us from any kind of higher fire danger, certainly good news as we see those wetter totals starting to come up. Plus, we're still trying to get some of the lake levels back up, and so this will help. All right, hour-by-hour forecast then for Tuesday should be into a 90% chance of rain, maybe even by 9 a.m., maybe even by 8 a.m., but certainly by 9, 10 o'clock. And then it stays that way, and in the afternoon, 100% chance of rain. And this is a cold rain with a temperature in the mid to upper 40s. Only we're thinking 44 up Mount Pleasant with rain, 43 back toward Paris. Paris has a better chance to see some snow mixing in Tuesday night. Sulphur Springs also a chance to see snow mixing in Tuesday night. Mount Pleasant and Clarksville, same holds true there. We get closer to Interstate 20. Again, there might be some snowflakes that mix in from Canton to Mineola to Gilmer. But Longview and Tyler, Henderson, Jacksonville probably stays all rain. But look at those highs. 47 degrees. Henderson might see a high around 50. Over deep East Texas, rain, a couple of rumbles of thunder, and high temperatures into the mid-50s at Groveton. Lufkin up to 54, Hemphill up to 56 degrees, and then that higher severe weather threat to the south. Here's your Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast, and there are a lot of rain chances over the next 10 days. Maybe none as high right now as tomorrow, as we'll have rain, rumbles of thunder, and fairly consistent temperatures right around 47 degrees. Then 37 Wednesday morning, 46 Wednesday afternoon. We're sunny, 50 on Thursday after that morning low of 32. Friday morning still around freezing, 59 by the afternoon. Rain returns Saturday and Sunday, 50% chance of rain. Again, it looks like it'll be Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then Monday night showers into Tuesday, 60% chance of rain and a high of 56. Finally, the rain coming to an end Wednesday. We've got some chilly air staying in place. In fact, most of the next 10 days, the temperatures are below average. As we forecast about a month and a half ago, we were talking about the end of January bringing back a return of some colder than average temperatures. Highs a week from Thursday, just around 51 degrees. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night.